you've met the Mr. President, and you had some good conversations with him on the current state of the Securities and Exchange Commission. Can you give us a little more on what you discussed with the President, why it's important for Nigeria, and what's the objectives you're meeting with?
Yes, it was a very, very wonderful event and an opportunity to thank Mr. President for signing into law the ISA number 2, 2025. It is one of the most comprehensive legislation ever in any capital market that provides all of the opportunities for Nigeria and Nigerians and indeed Nigerian companies to be able to move towards the $1 trillion economy, as you know, exposed by the Mr. President. And it is also to say to Mr. President that the policies that had come to play in the Nigerian macroeconomic environment had helped the market to progress and had helped the market to triple to the point that it is. Also, to give to Mr. President our KPI regarding the movement of this market even onto 300 trillion naira, because that is our goal. So making sure that the policies that Mr. President had actually, helped to craft has caused, the multiplication of the market and indeed the redistribution of wealth among Nigerians, which is a fundamental objective of Mr. President. So for us, we believe strongly that the policies of Mr. President are actually paying off, even faster than a lot of people would have thought, because Mr. President is fully in charge, and of course, we know exactly what we are doing towards meeting the global objectives of good securities regulation.
The Mr. President has come to Brazil. It's historic in many senses. You're one of Nigeria's largest businessmen in the oil and gas space. What do you have to say about this visit?
Well, the best way to grow is to follow the path of those who are already successful. And when you look at the population of Nigeria as well as Brazil, you see great similarities. So invariably, there should be a relationship in terms of knowing what Brazil did well and how Nigeria can do that as well. Equally, Brazil has a lot to learn from Nigeria as well. So it's how do we mutually exchange ideas and make the development happen for both Latin America and Africa. Nigeria leads in West Africa, Brazil leads in Latin America. So how do we make that happen? Now, I want to say that from a Petrobras-Electrobras relationship in terms of oil and power, those are relationships that needs a bit of fostering. And I would want to see ultimately if we can have a joint research and development unit for the two countries. It will go a long way in leveraging on the resources, massive resources, and human capital that we both have.
We had a very good time with Mr. President, and we came for a few reasons. One, as had been said by, the leader of the delegation, the SEC DG, the chairman of the board of NGX, really just to thank Mr. President for what we've seen as a remarkable turnaround in the fortunes of our nation's capital markets. In the last 2 years, for example, our market capitalization has tripled, which then speaks to wealth creation, speaks to this journey of a $1 trillion economy. So we can really just to thank him for this newness of life that our markets have seen. We thanked him also for things like the PIA, which I'm sure the DG spoke very well to. But secondly, also to speak to Mr. President that a lot more can be done. We've seen remarkable progress, but so much more can be done. Everything from providing a bit more incentive for corporates to stay listed, to all the way to a bit more wealth creation. If you look globally, capital markets have been a remarkable, tremendous opportunity to create wealth. How can that be done in Nigeria? How can we replicate some of those and some of the discussions we had with him? We also had the opportunity to invite him to our markets to, at some point, close the market, hopefully once we are able to secure a bit more time and his blessing for that. But overall, it was just a time of appreciation and a time to exchange more ideas as to how market can grow and how we're firmly behind the $1 trillion economy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Ever since he resumed as Honorable Minister of Aviation, he has led from the front. His aviation diplomacy speaks for itself, and that's why we all had to be here to celebrate with him, and obviously His Excellency Bola Tinubu for opening cultural and economic ties between Nigeria and Brazil. So, Honorable Minister, thank you so much for the opportunity and the support. Really proud.
Well, this is formerly, well, still Caverton Helicopters, but now it is Caverton Airlines. They've been granted the rights to do the cargo routes between Nigeria and Brazil. Air Peace also is guaranteed the passenger shuttle. He's been very, very proactive on this. Caverton has gone, great miles to make this happen also. I've had great support from the industry. I've had great support from major stakeholders in the industry. And what you see today is a product of a lot of, behind-the-scenes diplomacy that also involved most of the major airlines like Caverton Airlines and Air Peace and United and all of them, the airline operators in Nigeria. So I can only wish them luck as they start this route. The BASA has been signed. It's more like, open skies agreement. There are no more restrictions. All the restrictions of the 1979 BASA has been removed, right? And this is a much more modern BASA that was signed today that will allow, various airlines to exercise the fifth freedom, the right to open skies agreement. So we wish them luck. God bless you.